After returning home on a break from college, a young girl begins to discover the truth about her mother's mysterious disappearance 4 years earlier in Whitebird in a Blizzard.
Hey, I'm Christopher Maloney, and you're watching Made in Hollywood. This is a clip from my new movie, Whitebird in a Blizzard.
That boy next door, do you love him?
It's none of your business. But then, one night that summer, everything changed. I was 17 when my mother disappeared.
The character Kat Connors, she seems so almost unfazed and almost disconnected. Why was she like that?
I think that often a coping mechanism that we put on ourselves is numbness, pretend like, nothing, like it doesn't affect you at all. And I think one thing that I really love about this movie is I think often when we run from things in life, or when we actively run from things, we think about it so much that we actually are running towards it. One day she was there, cleaning, making dinner, and the next, she was gone.
Love this portrayal of this suburban housewife. What type of mother or wife was she?
I think she was a woman who had a template for what she was supposed to be in a certain day and age, but I think that day and age had passed. And so I just think she was ill-equipped to make the changes necessary. And I think she slowly, from this perfect place, it slowly became her cage. That's how I viewed it.
What kind of mother would do something like that?
I hate to be the one to tell you this. Hundreds of wives go missing every week.
But this book really, I just found it so poetic and just such a beautifully written book. And the story of it just really haunted me. It reminded me a little bit of American Beauty and Ice Storm, those sort of stories of American families and suburbia and the American dream and the idea that maybe everybody's not as happy as they think they are or they project to the outside world. So it was kind of that dissection of suburbia that really sort of attracted me to it.
There were times when I thought she was going mad. She was going to burn the house down.
That's the butter.
It was almost like she wanted to have an affair or something.
Could it be that's what she was doing?
I guess anything's possible, right?
So what else helped you tap into your character? Because I would just think as an actor, he would be someone fun to almost just kind of get into his mental psyche. Was that how did you enjoy?
It was not fun. But, in retrospect, it was a lot of fun. But, it wasn't, in the middle of it, it really wasn't particularly fun. It was just, really good to go back to that day and age. It was fun to grow the mustache. It was fun to play that emotional state that I thought was very different than how I interact in the world. The clothes were cool to put on. And I love sitting on all that furniture that was outside of my, I was like, this is crazy.
Well, Greg, he really helped me a lot in getting to know who she was, and also just that time era, because I wasn't alive in 1988, and so that was something that I knew the music a little bit before we did this film. I was familiar with it, but really getting to know the atmosphere. They didn't have cell phones or they Walkmen and things that are probably normal for you, but something that weren't.
What's that?
I actually grew up with a Walkman. CDs did not exist until I was in 10, 11, or maybe they existed, we just couldn't afford them, so maybe that's what it was. Mom? The beautiful woman she once was became a phantom wandering away in a snowstorm.